Hi, today we're reading from Front Desk by Kelly Yang, Chapter 42. Chapter 42 begins on page 183. The good news was the punks got arrested, Hank told us. My mom put a hand over her chest and sighed with relief. The bad news is, so did I, Hank muttered. What? I lunged forward. That's terrible. Hank chased the guys who beat up my mom 5 blocks. As he was running, Hank picked up a rock and threw it at them. The rock landed on the guy's head, and they got into a huge fight. A cop parked across the street saw what happened and immediately jumped out of his car and arrested them all. Hank was charged with assault with a deadly weapon and had to spend the night in jail. My mom covered her mouth with her hands. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," my mom said. "Where are the other guys?" I asked. "They're still in jail, but I took the plea and at least now I'm out," he said. My mom reached over and put her hand on top of Hank's. "Oh, Hank," my mom said. Hank looked at her. "What about you? You okay?" he asked. "What'd the doctor say?" "He said I'll be fine. It's just a concussion," my mom told him. "What about the bleeding?" he asked. "It's only on the outside," my mom said, touching her bandages with her hand. Hank nodded, relieved to hear. "Good," he said. "Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go to my room and pack." "What for?" I asked. "I can't stay here rent-free anymore," he said. "I spent the night in jail, remember? I've broken my 30 days. "By 1 day!" I exclaimed. "Still," Hank said, "rules are rules. Mr. Yao is not going to know." Hank looked at the floor. "When I was in jail, they put 2 and 2 together. They remembered me from the car theft case. So they called up Mr. Yao and told him I was in jail." He said with a sigh, "He knows." Hank lifted his eyes to meet mine. "Take care of your mom, kiddo," he said. A lump formed in my throat, seeing him standing there empty-handed with no money, no place to live, and nowhere to go. "You can't leave," I said. I looked to my parents. "Mia's right," my dad said. "We have to do something." And that's the end of chapter 42.